Hello, welcome to Tech.Market update series hosted by analysts of 5 Jewels Research. This is a platform to have analyst perspectives on key tech market events, tractions and deals. In this episode, we shall be covering blockchain technology transactions and deals trends. We shall be evaluating few key firms' deals on our exclusive offerings to deals framework. I am pleased to introduce Sumant Parimal, Chief Analyst of 5 Jewels Research, who shall be taking you through the specific presentation. Over to you, Sumant.
Really nice getting back to our Tech Market update series. We started the Tech Market update series keeping in view the technology markets, entrepreneurs and investors and users also. Decision-making aspects. In this series, we are going to talk about the blockchain transaction trends. So how the blockchain as a technology is moving forward and how it's attracting the various transactions, be it the investment level or be it merger acquisition level transactions. One of the key aspects we have to talk about is the emergence of ICO. So the blockchain has not only interrupted the solutioning aspects in B2C space and B2B space, but it has also evolved the entire investment aspects. The VC investments have been disrupted to some extent by ICO. Now it's different thing that subsequent to the ICO success, we call it initial coil offering success, many of the VCAs started pouring in their investment into the blockchain startups. But fundamentally, if we analyze the data of last 1 year transactions, so it can be said that in initial years, the ICO model gave challenge to the existing VC funding models. So let's proceed in the structured discussion on various aspects of the transactions in the blockchain tech market. So the first slide is like equity versus ICO funding in blockchain. So if I have to see the overall trend of cryptocurrency market, the entire market capitalization of the present portfolio of cryptocurrencies has been valued over $300 billion US. So this is the mega amount, and you know that cryptocurrencies are getting traded on its own various dedicated platforms, exchanges. So market caps remains fluctuating. So there are websites on which you can track the present market cap of the various cryptocurrencies, so like coinmarketcap.com. So in quarter 1 of 2018 itself, you will find that 60 billion worth of ICO have been raised from the retail investor, because this is the crowdfunding kind of thing. So there is emerging pre-ICO rounds funded by VCs in quarter 1 and quarter 2 of 2018 to the extent of $500 million US. So what's happening, as I mentioned, that the VC model was getting challenged through the ICO model. So this has pushed the many institutional investors and VCs to come into pre-ICO round and fund some of the blockchain startups and established companies of blockchain. So if you see this present graph, though it has the figures up to quarter 3 of 2017, the ICO could able to manage the funding up to 1.3 billion USD till quarter 3 of 2017. And if you see the equity mode, in the equity mode funding in the blockchain startups were only up to the mark of 259 million US. So it's very clearly eminent that the ICO was picking up in the last quarters of 2017. However, the latest trend is that to some extent ICO growth have been slowed down and it has been taken over by the equity route fundings. If we go to the next slide, if you see how the ICO has been done compared to tech angel and seed equity funding, so you'll find that if you combine the total of the technology sector, angel and seed equity funding, you'll find that the funding volume of ICO was much higher. Till quarter 1 of 2018, it was estimated that around over 6 billion USD was got funded through the retail ICOs, and at the same time through the entire tech sector, the angel funding and seed equity funding, able to gather only up to 200 million USD of investments. So if you compare the VC funding versus entire VC funding of the technology world with the ICO, but still you will find that ICO is not that much significant if you compare with the entire tech landscape, including the blockchain, because the ICO is traditionally limited to blockchain-based startups, but the VC funding is scattered towards the various portfolios of startup solutions. So if you see, the VC funding was touching around 50 billion USD till quarter 1 of 2018. However, if you only cover the ICO volume was little billion 10 billion USD. It was around 800 to 700 billion USD. So that is the difference, in the entire the funding portfolio of ICO is still few percentage of entire VC funding portfolio. So now I'll take this opportunity to quickly walk you through the major ICO deals happened in year 2017, 2018. So first ICO deal I like to mention about the entity called Tejos. So Tejos is a new platform for smart contracts and decentralized application, and it raised the ICO value of 230 million USD. And the market analysis is like that they created the world's first self-amending cryptocurrency called Tejos, and they created baking-based POS instead of mining. So they don't do the cryptocurrency mining, they bake it, they call it baking. So next company which I want to mention about the Bancor. So Bancor network token is the first smart token powered by the Bancor protocol. They have their own protocol, and they could able to gather an ICO value of $153 million. So a most successful ICO in the history of the cryptocurrency world, and that raised the more than 150 million USD in a matter of hours. So next the ICO funding I like to talk about for the Filecoin. So the Filecoin network achieves the staggering economics of scale by allowing anyone world to participate as a storage provider. So what they have done, they have created a marketplace for storage space and bringing competition for pushing the storage prices down. It has own token, is known as FIL, used to pay for storage and retrieval and transaction. So basically, whoever having the empty storage, be it the PC or laptop or be it the server, they can actually sell their empty storage by using the Filecoin network, and they can receive the payment by the subscriber of the storage space in the FIL token. So this is the model they have created, and they gathered the 200 million USD funding through the ICO route. So next company I like to talk about Son. So Son provides cloud services based on distributed customer level hardware, including PC, mining equipment and servers. So they have created a marketplace of decentralized fog computing platform, and powered by the Ethereum blockchain launch own token SNM for consumers and suppliers of computing resources. So basically, if you have an idle computing resource, then you can sell to those who are needy of the extra computing resource over the Son network, and then you can be paid in the SNM token. So they have used the fog computing as one of the main platform. So they have reached 35 million USD through the ICO route. So these ICO routes, apart from these ICO routes, I'm also going to walk you through the major equity deals happen in 2017-18 time span. So these are the equity investments, and I like to start with the very popular entity known as Coinbase. So Coinbase, many of you must be aware that it's now evolved as a cryptocurrency exchange. So they actually started with digital currency wallet, and then they evolved to platform where merchants and consumers can transact with digital currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum and Litecoin. So their deal value is like 100 billion USD in Series D round of funding they got by backed by the IVP and the Spark Capital and Greylook Partners and others. So how they have evolved? The Coinbase has received the most equity funding in the sector. The Coinbase has evolved from instant payment company to cryptocurrency exchange. So next entity I want to talk about the blockchain. So blockchain, you all know, they are the first initiator of the entire cryptocurrency world. They are the most trusted and fastest growing crypto company, and helping millions across the globe have an easy and a safe way to access the cryptocurrencies. So they have got the Series B funding of worth of 40 million USD and by Digital Currency Group, Google Ventures and others. And if you see how they have evolved, the blockchain evolved from a crypto company to distributed ledger tech network and propagating wider P2P applications on its protocol. So next entity I want to talk about is the Bit40. So Bit40 is a full service blockchain technology company into development and delivering of cutting edge software and hardware solution to manage assets on network, on the DLT network. So they got the Series C funding over 30 million USD led by China Credit Limited Holding, and additional 80 million USD funding by Novogratz and others. So this is basically a consortium of VCs. So what's the analysis for the Bit40? So Bit40 got founded in 2011, and its valuation has gone up to 1 billion USD, and it has evolved from mining chip company to the complete blockchain solution provider company. So next company which we are going to highlight here is the Bitmain. So Bitmain transforms computing by building industry-defined technology in cryptocurrency, blockchain and artificial intelligence. So they got the funding by Sequoia Capital and ID Ventures by worth of 50 million USD. So what's the analysis for this company? It's the 12th most valuable unicorn and manufactures its own Bitcoin mining equipment, and it's also the world's largest Bitcoin miner and accounting for almost half of all Bitcoin mining power. So they are the mining giant, you can say in a nutshell. So after this coverage, I want to especially come across the two companies in analyzing their performance on O2D matrix. This is our unique offering to deal matrix, on which I'm going to evaluate the Coinbase, and the next company I want to evaluate is the Bit40. So two companies we have picked up for analyzing them on our unique O2D matrix. So Coinbase, what kind of offering they have? So they offer the marketplace for buying major cryptocurrency. It's GDX exchange for professional traders, offer Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin and Ethereum, but does not currently offer Ripple or XRP. So what kind of deal they enter into? So they got the additional 300 million investments under Series E equity round led by Tiger Global Management. The second is they acquired earn.com, which let users send and receive digital currency for replying an email and completing tasks for a value of 100 million USD. So the next acquisition they did is the acquisition of Paradex, a relay platform that allows customers to trade hundreds of tokens directly from their wallet. So next round of offering they have is by launching the Coinbase Ventures. What they have done, they have provided an incubator fund for early stage startups to help the company and founders in the crypto and blockchain space to get off the ground. So this is they have the roadmap of fund some of the innovative startups in the crypto and blockchain space, so that they can acquire or integrate some of these unique offering into their product and solution portfolio once the services and offering gets matured. Next company I want to highlight here in our O2D matrix is Bit40. So Bit40 offerings are like for selling the gear used to mine the cryptocurrency and develop blockchain technology for client. And their USP is immersion cooling technology. So the hardware they offer is the Bit40 Clerk. So it's the Bitcoining mining chips. And the next hardware they have in offering is the Bit40 Tradis, the mining servers. And the next hardware they were offering in the blockchain, the Blockbox chassis, the Bitcoin mining devices. So what the deal they recently entered into, they closed the 80 million USD deal in the private placement with global institutionals and corporate investors by Corellia Capital and Macquarie Capital, Dentsu Inc., Armad Group and Lion Group and Galaxy Digital. So this kind of a consortium, they invested around 80 million US dollar. So the next offering I want to discuss about the Bitfury is the software-based offerings. So they have the software offering like Axonum. So these software platforms are for building the decentralized, secure and reliable blockchain applications. Now next platform they have in the software is the Crystals. So this software tool that helps financial institutions and law enforcement in blockchain investigation. Now the next platform they have is the Peach. That enables the instant micropayments through off-chain payments channels. So I like to highlight here some couple of other deals of Bitfury. So the Bitfury and First Block Capital announced to co-invest in Emercoin. The Emercoin to support the blockchain solution and services like anti-counterfeiting, domain name services, digital time stamping and digital ownership, decentralized advertisement, new secure and distributed authentication, decentralized password-led authentication. So these are a couple of the highlights of the two major companies who entered into recent deals. And with this, we are coming to the end of our this series of O2D evaluations and insights. So if you have any query across this presentation, you can come back to me. My email ID is given here, sumant@starkcsi.com. And I look forward interacting with you again in the next round of series. So remain connected with us on our YouTube channel. And thank you again for listening our presentation. And I look forward again for the great time. Thank you.